We're recording.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Folie Fitters.
Folie Fitter.
Folie.
For now.
Folie Fitters for now.
Until we figure out what else you should be called.
That what would be fitting.
Oh my god.
Welcome to our first vlog.
Yes, it's our vlog.
We wanted to just, you saw our video, Machika. We're just going to assume you watched it.
Yes, thank you for watching.
Thank you for
and
watching.
if you didn't,
you can watch it now. I'm not going to say like pause it and go watch it. It's not like there's
watch this first.
spoiler. Just watch however, you know.
Yep.
Watch 2 seconds of that and 30 seconds of this. Go back and forth if it's too much for you.
And then if that's too much for you, well,
And I don't know what to tell you because it's too much for anyone really.
it's too much for me.
Yeah.
So we are Folie Fitness.
Folie Fitness.
We get the name Folie because we are folie à deux.
It's from a French term that means madness of two. It's when two people go insane as a pair. You know, two is a pair. And that sort of describes our friendship and our fitness journey.
We've done it, and we are doing it.
Yes.
Still.
We do our own thing in our own way. And we feel like there are probably a lot of you out there who want to be that way too. You are that way, and you may not feel like you fit anywhere into the fitness world.
Yeah, we definitely. I mean, I know I don't feel like I do at all. Well, I do a little bit more now than I ever have, but only because I have a gym membership. Like, that's the only thing
And you actually
really
use it.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing.
And I've never ever done that before. I never wanted to either.
Yeah.
Like, that was a huge thing. I had no desire.
That's the wanting to is huge. Like, I used to always think that you had to be motivated to go to the gym, and
then you had to be
never-
that special type of person.
that wanted to spend hours on the treadmill and lift weights and all this stuff, and
I need a WD.
you had to like enjoy. Yeah, maybe we should say.
Now it's fine.
Like you had to enjoy punishment,
Yeah.
and I never did. I was like, I'm not a CrossFitter. I'm not a weightlifter. Not a runner. Not any of these things. And so I thought, I guess it's just not my fate to be fit.
Yes.
Yeah. Small plane and a cat you can't see. Come here, Grizz.
She's Grizz the murder cat.
She is. Speaking of madness, she's our sponsor for Insanity.
Yeah.
She keeps fit by murdering the cutest birds that you can imagine.
Yeah.
And ripping off their heads and leaving them on the doorstep.
Yeah, and little baby snakes.
Oh.
Yeah. Ground weasels. Moles.
She grinds them up.
Weasels.
Measles.
Oh.
She's cute. You can't
Sorry
see
if
it.
you can hear everything going on around us. We are not professionals, which is strange. Like, I actually am a professional photographer.
She is.
But I have no desire to do like professional style videos necessarily for this in our vlogging.
That's
part.
not. Yeah, we want to bring you quality dance fitness videos of our routines, in the sense that good sound quality, you know, good and clear, one straight on angle so you can see what we're doing.
Yes.
All that stuff. But as far as the vlogs, we just want it to be casual.
Yeah.
That's who we are. It wouldn't feel right otherwise.
No. So we're here hopefully to create a community where maybe we'll be able to give you guys some tips and tricks that have helped us, and maybe you guys can do the same for us and everybody else as well, because we are very open about the fact that we know nothing.
We're always learning, and we honestly are cool with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it now. I like the fact that I realize I don't know everything. I never will. I don't follow a template of any sort.
Fun
Yeah,
too. It's fun to keep learning new things.
It's freeing.
Yeah.
It's freeing. It gets so boring to just stick to the stuff you're good at or the stuff that you're comfortable with.
Right. Yeah. So, fitness stuff. But what we also really love is with our fitness, we still like to look really freaking cute.
Which is one great thing about dance fitness. We do Zumba, and they like to look cute while they're dancing. It's part of the whole fun experience.
Yeah.
You're with your friends, you're kind of having a party.
You're sassy.
We cut up our little shirts. This one's nothing fancy, but we've discovered the eyeliner that works best to wear in class.
And we will tell you in another video.
Yeah, we unapologetically like to wear lipstick and eyeliner while we exercise if we want to.
And we have tried all the eyeliner.
Yes, and only 2 for me have worked.
I think I'm still good with just one. Well, a second one has worked too. I think it might be one of the same for you.
Yeah.
I just don't like the applicator for it, so I nixed it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Very clever. That was a little catty. Look at that.
Yeah, so
So,
fitness, beauty,
fashion. Also just life in general.
Yeah.
Because this whole thing is not just about showing up to the gym 3 times a week or losing a certain amount of weight or looking cute. It's about mental health and emotional, and it's made such a profound difference, I think, in both our lives.
100%.
I can't imagine life without it now.
No. I mean, when I do have to go without it for work or because I'm not feeling well or kids or just life, if I miss a class, 2 classes a week's worth of class, I feel it, not just physically. Of course I feel it physically when I go back, but through that week I mentally just feel drained and exhausted and moody, and I just don't feel the same. And it's so important to keep that brain healthy.
And it's great for self-esteem. And it's not just great for self-esteem because you look better, although you can be proud of that, and that's great. Like, you can be proud that you have gotten to your goal weight if it's a healthy weight. But just to be proud of the fact that you are brave enough to get out there and have fun and let go of your inhibitions, that spills over to every other part of your life.
Yeah. And I think a huge part of that for me was finding the right community of people. We've been I hate to use the word, but really, I feel like I've been so blessed, #blessed, to find the group of people that I did, because they're amazing.
Yeah, and they're such a diverse group of people. They're all different sizes, all different, genders, races, everything. We're all so different.
So different and so unique and so fun and uplifting.
Don't take ourselves too seriously.
And encouraging. Yeah. And I hope that this right here can be that for you guys as well. Whether you go to the gym 7 days a week, not at all, I hope that somehow we can help be that.
Even if you never step foot in a gym and the thing you love to do is walk around your block every morning and sing opera, it doesn't matter. You find that thing, and you realize that it's okay, not only okay, but essential that you make time to do it. Do you want to talk about how you became fit?
Fit? Yes. I've always liked to be active.
Yes.
And then I kind of fell out of being active. And I don't mean active as far as like I said, I never went to the gym. I didn't have a membership to that, but I had multiple jobs at one time. I always have walked, and I used to run. I'm talking about in high school. I used to
track.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you told me that.
Yeah. I played volleyball, so I did a lot of weightlifting and running for that. And I loved that.
Mm-hmm.
But then I quit doing it and had a child, and I got a little fluffy. I got a little fluffier than I...
We've all gotten fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A little.
Okay. We're back. I
We're
don't
back.
remember where we left off.
We were talking about fluff.
Yes, I got some fluff on me after having Mackie, and
who among us does not?
Yeah, and so I was like, I wasn't feeling good. I didn't necessarily care so much. I mean, I obviously cared vanity-wise that I was a little fluffier, but I made it work, whatever. But I also
always adorable and beautiful. Always.
But I felt gross, as in, like, health-wise. I didn't feel healthy. I didn't feel like I was snippy. A lot moodier.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying you were, but I'm saying I relate.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't as active as I had been. And what also really made that happen was I quit my serving jobs. So I wasn't walking and running.
As a server, you're all over the place.
All over the place. Like 25,000 steps a day, going crazy. And luckily, I started my own business and it was amazing, but with photography, 95% of it is sitting in front of your camera editing and
that makes sense.
Marketing, and so I wasn't moving as much. I wasn't as active. So I knew that I needed to make those changes, and I had started walking and kind of, doing little things here and there, and luckily I was taking my son to swimming lessons at the gym where Amy was doing Zumba, and for about 6 months she...
6 months.
I wouldn't say pressured, but I would say
harassed.
Harassed is a much better word.
Stalked?
Yeah, stalked, harassed. Yeah, and...
I knew she would love it.
Encouraged me to come to Zumba.
Encouraged.
And I was so scared. I was so nervous to do it because I didn't want to get up in front of... I just didn't know what to expect.
It seems intimidating. It seems like you're going to like a dance class.
Yeah.
Which it really isn't. Yes, you're dancing, you're doing dance moves, but there's nothing, there's no pressure to do them correctly.
Yeah. And I have a touch of social anxiety. I hate to just like throw that around because I think it gets thrown around.
Yeah, but it's a good thing to say because other people do. A lot of people do.
Yes.
And if they hear that they're not the only one, that helps.
It does.
I mean, I guarantee you, if you're in a room with people and you're in a fitness class and you're new, there are so many people around you who feel just as awkward and uncomfortable as you do.
For sure. And so I went to my first class and I was hooked. Like from the first class, I was in the back of the class, but I was having so much fun and I couldn't wait until the next one. And I have barely missed a day since.
It's the same with mine. I'll talk about mine in a little bit, but and the first, I have to brag. I'm not going to say no brag because it's a brag.
We're all good with bragging.
Yeah, bragging is good here in this community. I saw her, and of course I had my eye on her because I was like, she's new, I hope she's having fun, and she did so well, and so she just fit in so naturally as far as I could tell it was just right. It was just right, as I knew it would be. And I told her, you're gonna be an instructor someday. And she was like, shut your mouth. I could never do that. I can't even stand in the third row. How many months later is it now? Yeah. And she is a certified instructor who has taught several classes.
Yeah, and if I'm not in the front row now, it's not okay.
Tough. You who have done Zumba for a while, you understand your spot. Yeah. It can be real rough when someone takes your spot. Or when you don't get in the front row and you're used to it. It's tough. It's really tough. It's a little bit rage-inducing. And we all have to just calm ourselves.
At first I liked to say, no, it's totally fine. I don't care where I stand. And now I'm like, yes.
This is why when I go to a new class, and I recommend this to anyone, I'm not saying that people aren't responsible for their behavior. Everyone should be calm and not freak out. But I will ask people, I will try to stand up front, but I will say, hey, is this someone's spot?
Yeah.
Is this your spot?
Because we know
how it feels.
Yeah.
You get comfortable dancing in a certain place. But the point in all of that is that was a digression, but
it happens here.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna get used to it.
But the more and more comfortable you get, the more you will figuratively move to the front row. Whether you may not be doing Zumba, you may be doing some solo thing, but you're going to get so comfortable with it. You're going to own it, and it's going to feel like it's a part of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever that is. Yeah. Whatever it is that you find. It may not be dance, and, you know, maybe for whatever reason you stumble upon this, and, like, hopefully it doesn't just inspire you to go do dance. You don't have to start doing dance and start watching our dance tutorials.
But please do, because you'll love it.
You're going to love it.
And you're going to want to do it all.
For sure. But it may not be that. For us, we found dance. That's what really made it feel like we weren't working out.
Yes, that's the key.
Yeah, you know, they say find a job that you love and you'll never feel like you work a day in your life.
Yeah.
Same with working out. Like, find that thing that you really love doing and you won't feel like you're working out at all.
And we're here to tell you that's not too good to be true, because I used to think it was.
Yeah,
I thought it has to be suffering in order for it to work. And that's absolutely not true.
Not
Thank
at all.
goodness.
It may hurt, but it's a good hurt.
Yeah, there's a difference between, I've heard it said, that there's a difference between pain and suffering.
Yeah.
The pain, there's a healthy kind of pain that you go through when you're growing, and you kind of crave it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but then if you're suffering, if you're just hating it and dragging your feet, you're never going to stick with it. Realistically, it's just not going to happen.
No, and it'll make you continue to feel like everything is like that, I think.
Yeah.
You know, you're just not made to work out. You're just not made to get to those goals, whatever your goals may be.
When in reality, we're all made to move.
Yeah.
We really are. It's the way we have to.
Yeah.
And none of us do it enough. We love to exercise, and we struggle all the time with being like, I sat on my butt all day working at my computer, and I've hardly moved at all, you know?
We are the best at encouraging each other not to do something. And like moving. We had last week or 2 weeks ago, we had plans to go run. Was it running?
I think it was.
And we both, for whatever reason, I said, hey, I don't feel like, I don't know. We had a really great way of talking each other out of doing it.
Yeah.
And we felt really good about it after. And we're like, thank you for that. And thank you for making me feel less loserish.
And we did run a 5K once, and it was an experience that I'm glad that we've had, but I do think for me, I'm simply, based on all the many times I've started running and stopped,
Yeah.
I don't really like being a runner.
Yeah, the thing is, it was really, I was that person saying I will never run a 5K. I'm pretty sure that I've made Facebook posts about, if anybody ever hears me say I'm running a 5K, just kick me in the face.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Call for help.
I think we really are, we're really rebellious and to ourselves.
Yes.
We like to break our own rules that we've made for ourselves.
Yeah.
And so
It's a thing.
I decided to break that rule, and we did couched 5K. I don't know if these things we're supposed to say on the name.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, we did a program to run a 5K.
Yeah, it's one of those many apps you can get where it tells you when to start and when it does all the thinking for you.
Yeah.
Which is essential if you're already hating every second of it.
Yes. We had so much fun doing it though.
We did.
I psyched myself out a lot the day of. I was, a week before, I was really scared about runner's trots. If you don't know what that is,
She
look
did
it up.
all this research about how not to get runner's trots. And she called me 4 times that morning being like, should I be wearing tights? Should I be wearing leg warmers? Should I drink water before? How much breakfast should I have?
Should I drink coffee? Should I? Yeah, it
was so fun.
It was so much fun. And then, it was the most, I don't think I should ever do another 5K because it was the most epic 5K. We ran it, and it was so it felt great. It really did, seeing everybody on the corners
And
encouraging
speaking of communities,
us.
the running communities, if you love to run, you can get hooked into great groups of people.
Yeah, I just want to be the people on the corner encouraging people.
Maybe we should just do that.
I think so.
Yeah.
We can jog in place.
Yeah, or dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But we finished we crossed the finish line crying, holding hands. I didn't think I was gonna make it. The very last little bit, I was getting.
You got a cramp or something?
I got a cramp,
and then you saw your family, and that made you cry.
Yes, I saw my family probably 400 somethings. 400 somethings away
Which
from
means
the finish
a
line.
block away.
Yeah, a block away from the finish line. And so I started bawling, and I was like, I don't think I can do it. And so I was like, will you hold my hand?
Oh, and we quoted Forrest Gump.
We quoted Forrest Gump. We were reminded of the Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
The sunrise was amazing.
It was so early
It was
in the
so
morning.
cold. It was the middle of winter.
It was a memory, and
It was so good.
Yeah, so do fitness experiments, and you can tell yourself, I don't have to do this for the rest of my life. I
Right.
can do it to see what it feels like.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm just glad to put that in my pocket and say, I
did
ran
it.
a 5K that one time.
That's an achievement.
And a lot of people didn't understand why I was crying and running while holding hands. But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It was great.
It was. So what's your story? Your
Oh.
fitness journey story?
So similar, I was never in sports growing up. I was never active really, except just incidentally, just running all over the town, causing trouble, slightly rebellious, not overly so.
I know the pumpkin story.
Yeah, she knows the pumpkin story. We'll tell you all the pumpkin story someday. But similar situation where I was getting a little fuller than I wanted to be, than I was comfortable with. But I tried to go to the gym several times. I never felt comfortable. Didn't know how to use the machines.
Still
The
don't.
idea of stepping foot into an aerobics class freaked me out to no end.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got pregnant, I just gained a ton of weight because I didn't have a set way to keep track of my eating in a healthy way. I didn't have a set fitness routine. And then shortly after, so I gained a lot of weight with my first baby. Shortly after that, I was diagnosed with cancer, a very rare form of cancer. And obviously, I beat it, which is amazing, but the recovery took a long time. I lost my kidney, my right kidney. And what did I do when I was recovering but watch Gilmore Girls? And what does Gilmore Girls make you want to do?
Snack a lot.
Eat. Except when you eat the stuff that they eat in real life, the results are not the same as what you see on the show.
No.
So I ended up actually about 50 pounds over where I wanted to be by the time that whole saga was over. And I felt pretty rotten. I really did. So one day I walked into a dance fitness class with my friend Antalea. And we were both scared. We both almost left after the second song. I remember, because we were like, what is happening? But then we looked at each other and we're like, I don't know. We knew we were making fools of ourselves, but we were having fun. And I looked up at the front of the room, and these girls, they were so strong. They were not skinny. Not that there's anything wrong with skinny, but that's never going to be my body type. And so I related to that. But they were super healthy and just strong, healthy, curvaceous, and most of all, they were confident.
Yeah.
They were confident with their bodies, because that's what dancing will do for you. And all I knew was, I want to be that. I want to be in that space that they're in. I want to be close to that. I want to be a part of this. So we kept going and going, and I really didn't change much either in my diet.
Yeah.
And I dropped about 40 pounds.
Just dancing.
Just dancing.
Same here. I've dropped about 40 pounds from it. Yeah.
And then when I discovered MyFitnessPal, which is not for everyone, for me it was great, because I told myself, I can eat whatever I want, I just need to record it. It's
Yeah.
okay if I go over on my calorie budget. For me, it's a mindfulness tool. So if I have to actually log what I eat, then I think about it. I think about how much sugar is in it. I think about whether it's the best use of the calories that I'm eating. And I pretty much lost the other 10 or 15, whatever. And that's where we are today.
Yeah.
So people, when I tell them, I used to be overweight, they're like, what?
Yeah.
And I enjoy it. We need to show some before pictures on here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Actually, whatever. I had like this day.
Like the
years ago,
memories?
pop up, and a few days ago, pretty fluffy one of me,
And
was
it's
just
a
like,
little bit
wow.
alarming. Yeah, it's like, wow. It's like you get taken aback because you don't realize how much you've changed.
Yeah, it's really awesome to see too.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where you may not feel like much is happening for the first even several months, and you're like, what is going on? And then suddenly everyone's like, wow, look at you. And then you, whether you weigh yourself or however it's healthy for you to gauge it, like maybe you pull on a pair of pants and they fall off, and you're like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
You just have to stick with it.
Yeah, for sure. That was a huge thing for me that I realized, like after a month or 2 months maybe, like my scale
You see
wasn't
yourself
changing
every day.
much.
And and also the scale can be really unreliable.
Yeah, I try not to even look at a dang scale. I gauge, and it's fine if you do, but I gauge on how I feel and how my clothes are fitting.
The clothes fitting, I think, is an excellent measure. And how you feel is huge. The most important out of everything.
Yeah, that's definitely the most important for sure. And I feel like 200 times better than I was feeling when I wasn't active. So,
and to think that probably your first class, you were probably so sore the next day.
Oh my
I remember
gosh.
I could hardly walk.
Yeah.
And I could barely make it through class.
And I was getting those cramps right here and here, like under your
Yes.
ribs, so bad.
And then one day you're like, oh, I made it through all of that. It was work, but I feel great.
Yes.
It'll happen.
For sure. I remember having to stop and get like 20 drinks of water over and over and over. And now I can do a class and not get water if I wanted to. I still take those breaks. But
I still do too, mostly just so I can steal your water.
yeah.
People may think that we're unnaturally close. And we
It's
kind
true,
of are.
yeah.
It's fine. We're a little creepy. But if one of us forgets our water, chances are the other one has remembered, and vice versa.
Without fail.
It seems to happen.
Without fail. And it's usually this one that forgets.
Yeah, it's true. You know what? This is not for them. This is a random conversation. The new studio that we've been subbing in, they have a water fountain in the room.
What?
I discovered last week. So I was just like, I'm never bringing water here again.
You don't have to.
Not that I would remember anyways.
Yeah, but
Yeah. I don't know why every fitness studio doesn't have it.
I'm a little grossed out by water fountains, but
I guess everyone would be like, if you're desperate enough, it's great.
it bothers me, but not enough to not use it.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Just
like
like
the
public
toilet.
toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a sitter or a hoverer?
I used to be a hoverer, and I've just become so much less of a princess in recent years that I'm just like, if it's not visibly dirty, sometimes I'll just sit my butt down.
I like to build a nest.
Oh, I like to do that too.
Yeah.
But then I have to be sure it hasn't stuck to my butt
That's
gotten
true.
tucked into my pants. Not that I've ever done that before.
Oh, man.
And on that note.
And on that note, I'd like to leave you with this. Wear sunscreen. Always wear sunscreen. I did wear sunscreen today.
And reapply.
Reapply.
More than you think you need to.
We're just going to say our
Big
camera
hats.
quit.
Our camera, we don't know where.
We don't know where it ended.
We're trying to recreate the magic.
And it's just, this happens to us.
Yeah.
So we have, for a year, we did a podcast called Folie. And
named.
yes, you can listen. It's also on iTunes. No, what are we on right now? YouTube.
Oh, are we on?
It's on iTunes.
Okay.
Yeah, SoundCloud, all the places you can listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
We also had it on
Just
YouTube.
search Folie podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did this a lot. We would record for, I don't know, sometimes an hour and realize it didn't record a darn thing.
Or we'd record a whole episode and then realize that it was unlistenable as far as audio quality. But later we got so much better.
We got so much better.
Know that we will also get better at this.
Yes, it's a learning curve.
Within reason. We don't want it to be too good.
No.
Because that would be
That's
unnatural
not us.
for us. Yeah.
Yes.
No, yes.
No.
Yeah, and so if you see any flaws in us, it's intentional.
Yeah, we mean it.
We're holding back our perfection. No, we're not. We have no idea how to be anything but what we are.
And we are basically just
People in need of help. No, we want to encourage and be encouraged. That's why we started this.
yeah.
Because we know what a big difference it's made for us. And when something makes you so happy, you want to share it. Share it with like-minded.
Yes. So hopefully we can be that for you. Hopefully you are able to find a community, whether it's here or anywhere.
Anywhere. It doesn't matter if it's all of your cats. That's fine. They're
Seriously.
great to do yoga with, I've heard.
I mean, we've named the pose after that.
Yeah, or
so-
your cow at that point. You know, or your pigeon.
or lion. Is there a lion pose?
There's a crow.
Space yoga.
Show us your best lion pose. I meant them, but that was really good.
I'm just
Thank you.
I'm just being the teacher here.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. But if you enjoy this, please share, please like, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell,
Yeah.
follow us on Instagram, yes, Facebook.
When we have an Instagram.
We do have a Facebook.
We have a Facebook. And we're going to have an Instagram soon.
Yeah, we might have a Twitter at some point.
Yeah. Sure. We'll have all the things anyone wants us to have. We
Yeah.
just want you to like us.
Just like us.
Is that all anybody wants? Then we'll be happy. Isn't that what the world wants you to believe?
Yeah, that's so true.
But we like you.
We love you.
And we care about you.
And we hope that you tell all of your friends that we love cotton candy.
Bye.
Wave when we wave.
Add sparkles to this if you can.
Ring, ring. Oh, son of a bee sting. I can't.